Natarajan, Sip Sukeshni, Sip Ashish, Sip Girish Ananda, Sip Lakshmi, Sip Rajender, Sip Chotwani, Sip Krishna, Sip Parvatiyama, Sip Bliss, Sip Gigi, Sip Tina, Sip Vinayak, Sip Phone 11, Sip Sagai, Sip Rumataji, Sip Premchandji, Sip Sadanand, Sip Lalita, Sip Ahem, Sip Anand, Sip Santoshi, Sip Anand Ki Khoj, Sip Sarla, Sip iPhone, Sip Will, Sip Soham, Sip Anil, Sip Siva, Sip Sachin, Sip Harshal, Sip Aim, Sip Sir, Sip Dinesh, Sip Atmatray. Welcome to the call. We are we are onto a conversation today on the subject. Should we give up all desires to be enlightened? Should we give up all desires to be enlightened? Should we or should we not? What do you think? We have opening batsman Bliss. Yes, Bliss. Unmute Bliss. Bliss, unmute. Who's unmuting? Yes, Bliss. Unmute Bliss.
I'm not able.
Yes, yes, you are able.
Ah, you understand me now? Sorry, it was complicated this morning. Hi, Shwaram, everyone. Love you all. I think in enlightenment, you don't need to remove all desire.
Hmm.
You have to not have craving for what you want.
So
So you can
what's the
enjoy
difference?
everything. Excuse me?
What is the
What you say?
difference between desire and craving? What is the difference?
If I desire something, it's not a craving. It's because I need it. It's not the same matter. I don't want it every day, each hour, and if hour. It's not a focus mending, and it's not easy to for me to explain everything, but it's not like craving is very I want it, I need it, I I'm get crazy for it, like
So,
you and
so,
your
so
masala
desire for
dosa.
okay, desire for our basic need is okay, but we should not have craving. I understand.
Yeah.
We will try. We will try to understand you. After Bliss, we have Natarajan. Thank you, Bliss. Natarajan.
I bow down to you, Guruji.
Namaskar, sir.
Namaskar. The desire is a evil for all our activities and it enables to karma to accumulate.
Good.
In order to avoid this, we should be only whatever the things comes and go, we should be a watchman. We should watch it. We should not, if you want the food, whatever the food it comes, we have to take it back and go. Whether it is available or not, it has to be. Whether you got a luxury or not, we should not desire for it. Like that, everything we should disown it. Then we will have the enlightenment. If we have got a desire, then it will again, we will go for the next birth.
So, what should we desire? What should we not desire? According to attain moksha, we must give up all artha, kama. We have to give up everything. What we must desire, what we must not desire.
See, what we have for moksha is also a desire. for
So
for
we should have desire for moksha. We should not have.
we should have we should have moksha. That is also one of the desire, but we are not. We are trying for it on the path.
So what desire is not good then? What is the desire which is good? What is not good?
Desire
For,
for
for
anything materialistic.
so
Expectation. We
all
should not.
worldly desires, all
Yeah,
worldly desires are not good.
worldly desire. Yes, what you said is correct.
So should you give up all worldly desires?
We should. Then we have to disown. When it comes, we'll accept it. When it is not coming, we have to take it as it is. We have to sail along with the stream only.
Okay, this is an interesting discussion. Let us take opinions. Rumata ji, bataiye. Thank you, Rajraj. Rumata ji, what do you think?
Guruji, Pranam Guruji, Shivoham.
What do you
Guruji,
think?
I only know this, that we should stick 100% to the desire of getting enlightenment, nothing else.
So
If we
baki-
are 100%, our desire is to be enlightenment, then we are not bothered about other desires.
So what about other desires should be there or should not be there?
No, not there. If we will be running after desires, then we cannot be enlightened. We have to stick, only our desire should be to get enlightenment.
तो सब कुछ छोड़ देना चाहिए.
उस जो enlightened हो जाता है उसका छूट ही जाता है गुरुजी.
Okay, let's get, it's a good point, but practically in the scriptures they say vairagya. Vairagya means renunciation. Means we have to renounce everything. What does it mean? क्या renounce करना है, क्या नहीं, घर बार, क्या अपने लोग, अपने कपड़ा, अपना खाना, अपनी गाड़ी, क्या renounce करना है, क्या desire करना है, क्या desire नहीं करना है. Okay, so
Guruji,
हाँ.
as in the beginning, Bliss has said, we should not have craving for anything. Suppose I want to eat chaat. If I get it, it's all right. But I don't have to get, if I have heard that 100 after 100 miles, one chaat wala is very good, then I should not be mad to run 100 miles for chaat. Craving should not be there.
Okay, good.
Otherwise, it is no harm in eating chaat. So we can enjoy, but should not be mad after that.
But Blitz told desire is okay. So desire is okay?
मैंने तो बोला है गुरुजी, डिजायर तो रहेगी नहीं ना, एनलाइटनमेंट होएंगे
Okay,
तो
good. So
डिजायर नहीं
you don't give Bliss name. According to you,
Yes, I say 100% desire is for enlightenment.
okay, good, Rumata ji. Atma and Mehak.
Good evening, Guruji. So,
Good evening.
according to me, I think we should not give up all the desires. We should keep few desires. Desires like desire for self growth, desire for desire for self growth, or desire to like for the things that can lead us to enlightenment, because that is what will keep us on the path to enlightenment. And we should give up desires like which can create attachment, or which can strengthen our ego, or
So
which are
all material desire. We call this
yeah
desire for
material.
the material world.
Yes.
So we can have desire for material world, or we should not have desire for the material world.
No, we should not have desire for material world. We should have for spirituality, or
Okay.
for the path for enlightenment.
Okay, well said. Thank you. That was Atma in Mehak. Will, yes, Will, what do you think? If you want enlightenment, should you give up all desires?
Well, this is a very complicated question, and it needs
Why is it complicated? It's very simple.
Yeah, it's very simple. It is, but the answer is, for me, the advice you have to give is different for different people, and I think it's for the teacher to decide. The teacher has to decide what to tell the student. He has to say you either have to be attached to enlightenment or not attached, but it's not really for the disciple to decide this issue. If you're being lazy, then you need to be told. If you're very too attached, then you need to be told not to be attached. If you've got no desire, then you need to be told to desire. If you've got too much craving, then you need to be. This is really for the teacher, I think. And this is the problem of instructing oneself. If you think that you can come to these classes and then go away and instruct yourself, you're joking, you'll be lost. These issues it's all very well talking about it, but in the end of the day, for me, this is it will be left in the hands of the teacher, inevitably. But if you think, the danger is if you think you can do without a teacher, now you're in trouble. However you answer that question, it will be
Good
wrong.
point about the teacher, but this answer today is very pertinent. This answer is what they call surgical strike. Today's answer very important for enlightenment. Should we give up all desire for enlightenment? In the scripture, it says Vivek, Vairagya, Shat Shampat, Mumukshutva. So in the scripture, they talk of renunciation. But sometimes I tell people you don't have to renounce everything, because renunciation has a different meaning.
Yeah.
Desire has a different meaning. Craving has a different meaning. We have to have absolute clarity. For example, I was in love with dosa. For me, masala dosa is my, I used to be crazy. If the car was driving on a highway and the car crossed a dosa dhaba, I would ask the driver to turn the car around after 2 kilometers and go back, because I want to eat that dhaba. So, is this okay or not okay is the question. So,
Well,
Will, you brought a different point. The teacher will guide. Of course, teacher will guide, but teacher is not there every time to guide you.
well, the best thing is to be completely attached to enlightenment, to be completely
That's
craving,
what.
completely 100% mukshatua and desperate. But you still need a teacher.
Of course, you need a teacher. You cannot attain enlightenment without a realized master.
But there's nothing worse than having people thinking that they give up desire for enlightenment. To me, this is the terrible advice. If people think you need to give up desire for enlightenment, I don't know. This is very bad.
So, what do you say? We don't have to give up, or we have to give up?
You have to increase it to maximum extent. You have to be desperate. You have to work hard for it.
For enlightenment. Okay, good.
Right.
So when you're going in that direction, then you don't go in the opposite direction. Lalita, thank you. Lalita.
Shivoham.
Shivoham, yes, Lalita.
Yeah, I feel yes, none of the desires should remain for enlightenment, because even if a single desire arises, it will bring with it all the other evils in life. So to start
So what
with,
if you have a beautiful diamond? If you have a beautiful diamond necklace, what should you do?
What should I do? I may wear it because it is in my house or it has been gifted to me by parents, but even though I don't have one in reality, but I may wear it because it is there, but I will, even if it is not there with me, if it is taken away, I will not feel sad about it. That kind of a state, if I reach, that desirelessness has to be there if we want enlightenment. But to start with, I find, I think when it is not easy to give up everything, so what we should do right in the beginning is worldly desires we have to get rid of and have only one desire of enlightenment. But when we reach that stage, even that desire has to leave us if we really want enlightenment. That's what I feel.
No, very interesting. But what I want to help people is, a lot of people don't know. So suppose somebody says, "Oh, so will enlightened people, a person eat Thai soup, or will enlightened person eat butter masala, or will not eat?" A person likes enjoys chaat. So somebody say, "No, I'm enlightened. I don't eat pani puri. Because I'm enlightened, I don't eat pani puri." Is it like that? Do we have
once we are on the enlightenment, then nothing is make a difference. If I have it, I will enjoy and have it. If I don't have it, doesn't matter. I will not feel sad.
Okay, good, Lalita. Well said. Rutanu. We are talking about desire. We are talking of an important word. We are talking about desire. Desire is like a fire. Should we give up all desire to be enlightened? Yes, Rutanu.
Shivoham Guruji.
Shivoham. Bolo.
Guruji, for relationships, we should have detached attachment. And for the material things, we should have mile to bhi khush, na mile to bhi khush.
So therefore, there is no desire then.
No desire. And Guruji, one more thing. I wanted to wish you belated happy arrival day. And may you live a long, healthy life. And may your grace always be with us.
ये तो 2 weeks के बाद आप बोल रहे हैं, 2 weeks के बाद आप कॉल पे आ रहे हैं क्या?
नहीं
फिर
बोल रहे हैं अभी
राजेंद्र ठीक है.
And may your blessings always be there with us.
Okay, Rajendra, thank you. Rajendra and Sukeshini. Okay, Rajendra.
Sir.
Shivoham.
Sir.
तुम्हारी माँ ने अराइवल दिन पे खाना बना के लाया मेरे लिए. 2 week पहले तुम्हारे माँ ने घर का खाना डब्बा में बना के लाई. Okay, Rajendra बोलो.
Sir, we are born in this world. Desires will come and go. But when we live as yogi in samsara, in consciousness, with raised intellect, we are able to discriminate between the sexual desires and the material desires, which will make us to cling to the samsara. And we are able to discard those material desires and to keep them minimum as per the requirement. I think this should be state of vairagya.
नहीं but हाँ ठीक है but summary में clear एक line में बोलो question should we give up all desire for enlightenment or not?
Giving up all desires, what does that matter? अभी मुझे यहाँ खाना है तो मुझे तो desire करना पड़ेगा, चावल लाना पड़ेगा, but I will not get the pizza, I will get the simple चावल, कड़ी चावल खाऊं.
पिज्जा खाने में क्या enlightenment नहीं होगा क्या? पिज्जा जो पिज्जा खाता है enlightenment नहीं मिलेगा.
पिज्जा वो टेस्ट वो टेस्ट में डूब जाऊंगा, भोग में डूब जाऊंगा. ऐसे मिनिमम रिक्वायरमेंट मेरी चावल की है, मैं खाऊंगा नॉर्मल, because I will not ascertain it.
Therefore today's question is very delicate. Today's question is very very delicate question. कि डिजायर होना है, कौन सा डिजायर होना है, कौन सा डिजायर नहीं होना है, क्या ठीक है, क्या ठीक नहीं है. Because we are on the week of Sanatan Dharma. Sanatan Dharma means we are trying to reach that state के मोक्षा कैसे पाना है, how to attain that state of moksha. Is according to many scriptures, desire is the biggest fire. If you have desire, it will burn you. But I don't ask you all to renounce everything. So if you go to some spiritual groups, if you join them, they will tell you sab apna kapda daan sab chodo, you have to leave everything and come. So you have to become a brahmachari. You have to completely tyag. So I don't know whether we have understood it clearly. Let us see. Sukeshni, thank you, Rajendra. Sukeshni and Premchandji.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, we will have desire, but we should not fall prey to those desires. So you have to be in consciousness. That's what is my answer.
So we should have desire or we should not have desire?
We should have desire for spirituality, but
that's okay.
Worldly pleasures, not for worldly pleasures, but I remember your bhajan, mile to bhi khush, na mile to bhi khush.
Mile to bhi khush, na mile to. So that's a good word, that's a good line, and one of the bhajan I've written, huh? Tum aao to bhi khush, na aao to bhi khush, jo milo to bhi khush, na milo. So that is a very beautiful answer to today's question. But Premchandji, let's try to have, Sukeshni, today we'll get some clarity. Okay? Premchandji.
Shivam Gurudev.
Shivoham, बताइए.
We should have no desire at all. Even scripture says, even for moksha, we should have no desire. Whatever comes on you, you take it, it is not desire. If you are taking food, whatever has been served, you eat without showing any interest in it. It is not desire. Whether it is a matter of choice. If you eat, it does not mean that you fulfill your desire. You don't desire. If it comes to you, you eat it, but you don't say that I have to take a masala dosa and go there and I will take it. Then that is a desire. But if you are on the table and the person concerned has made without your consent masala dosa, you eat, it won't fulfill your desire. So desire means that you should not express in any way any desire even of hope. That is a desireless life. You accept all these things as it is. I don't know much more it.
नहीं सही आपने बोला. You've spoken two important words. One, you said we should not desire, and second word you said we should accept. So there are two important words you have said. Let me explain it once people finish the view. Okay? Santoshi and Anand. Thank you, Premchandji. Well, सही बोला आपने. Santoshi and Anand. Karma and Navjot.
Pranam Guruji. When your priority is enlightenment, then you don't have to, what we say, desire anything, Guruji. अपने आप ही छूट रहा है गुरुजी. छोड़ना ही कुछ नहीं पड़ रहा है गुरुजी. And your consciousness नहीं और गुरुजी जैसे जनक राजा ही में रहकर खाली था, अंदर से आसक्ति नहीं थी, उसको कोई चीज पे पकड़ नहीं था गुरुजी. तो we have to be that, we have to be in, भगवान ने जैसे हमारे को रखा है, we have to stay, but without what getting attached to it, गुरुजी. मिले तो भी खुश, ना मिले तो भी खुश. और गुरुजी एक पॉइंट ये बोलना था कि but you have to be empty. नहीं गुरुजी, बस according, and you have to be the divine instrument, Guruji.
Thank you. Good. Anand, but I'm waiting for people to, all are saying quite a good answer, but there's no 100% clarity कि the मतलब क्या करना है, क्या छोड़ना है, क्या नहीं छोड़ना है, क्या पकड़ना है, सब कुछ त्याग करना है, मतलब सन्यासी बनना है. Then you should stop wearing fancy clothes. Is it like that? Then you should not desire to buy any clothes. Huh? So क्या ठीक है, क्या ठीक नहीं है? Anand.
Yeah, Shivam Guruji.
Shivam.
I think the question is, should we give up all desires? Since that word all is used, I would say no. And I would say that the desires for yoga maybe should be given up, but the desire for yoga or moksha should be.
Actually, there's no harm in having a desire for yoga and moksha. Some people have said that we should not even have the desire for enlightenment. No, we have to have the desire for enlightenment.
But Guruji, you only say, right, there are the 4 steps of Viveka, Vairagya, Shat-sampati and Mumukshatva. Mumukshatva is a strong desire for liberation, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So based on that, I'm telling we should have that desire, because if we give up that desire also, that's why that word all desires is a little catch.
The word desire does not mean desire for yoga.
Okay.
Let me be clear about it. The word desire means only desire for bhoga.
Okay. Then in that case, we should not have this answer.
You're clear about it. From today onwards, when you look at the word desire, desire for God is not desire. Desire for desirelessness is not desire. So when you use the word all desire, we're talking about food, talking about clothing, talking about laptops, talking about mobile phone, talking about cosmetics, talking about jewelry, talking about cars. These are all the desires we have.
Yeah, then they all come under bhoga. Then I feel those we should not have.
So desire is a bhoga subject, not a yoga subject.
Okay.
Karma, Navjot, Will, Gaurav, Krish, Raji, Krishna.
Shivam, AiR.
Yes.
Sometimes I feel we really complicate our lives thinking too much about what's right desire, what's not desire. But I'll share my experience. For me, there is one thumb rule. Excess of anything and everything is poison, including desire. If I'm living consciously, I don't mind having a desire. If I want to eat something, I have a craving for something and I can fulfill that craving, I'll go ahead and do it. But if it's happening every day, then it's a poison. So
you're going with what Bliss said. You're saying limited desire is okay, craving desire is not okay.
No, I'm not even putting a limit to it. If I'm able to fulfill a desire by my own without having to sacrifice my peace and somebody else's peace, absolutely fine. Go ahead with that. I'm not living for that desire. I'm living for something bigger. But if the desire is coming, fine. No problem with that. I'm not going to let that desire take me over completely.
But there's a small problem. The question is this. What we have understood in spirituality is that the desire for mumukshutva, the desire for moksha, the desire for liberation should be our only desire. The other desires should not be in the form of desire. They should be in the form of a prasadam, an acceptance. Are you getting the point?
Somewhat, yes. But
So if you have, let me explain to you quickly before I leave you to contemplate. So suppose I have a desire for watching a movie. So if I have a desire for watching a movie, that means it becomes a habit. I have to watch a movie. If I have to watch a movie, 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 I have to watch a movie. That takes me away from enlightenment.
No,
that does not mean I should not watch a movie at all. But should there be a desire to watch a movie?
I don't mind having that desire to watch a particular movie, but it cannot be every day. Like I said, excess of everything is poison. That's my personal thumb rule in everything.
So you got a valid point. So let us see. I think you have a valid point, but I want the full discussion to evolve, because in the scripture it is very clear. Vairagya. The word vairagya means dispassion. It means detachment. The word vairagya means that we should not have any attachment. We should not, us having any attachment is bad. So this vairagya is something that we should keep. It is called the 4 doorways to liberation. The 4 doorways to go reach enlightenment, to go beyond enlightenment. Vivek, your discrimination. Vairagya, Shat Shampat, discipline. Mumukshutva. This is what I told Anand. Deep love and longing for the divine. This is not my word. This is written in the Upanishads and written in the scripture 5,000 years back. This is part of Sanatan Dharma. This,
I
the
totally agree.
Sanatan Dharma. Vivek, Vairagya, Shat Shampat, Mumukshutvam. I'm not, I'll see where it comes in the scripture. But this is very strongly advocated. Very strongly advocated.
I agree,
Okay.
completely agree.
Thank you.
Maybe there
Thank
is
you.
a different interpretation to that.
No.
Yeah.
I get your point, but you have to contemplate on your own end. Okay, Navjot, I want you to contemplate on this. Navjot,
Actually, it is not very easy to give up desires because most often they are not in our control. We
who
see something like we go
who
somewhere,
told you it's easy to give up desire? It's not easy to give up desire. Very
so
difficult.
we go somewhere, we see something, and suddenly we want it. So the thing is, we have to give up the entity that clings to the desire, not desire. And the entity that clings to the desire is the mind.
Mind and ego.
Yeah.
I want it.
So if you get chaat or pizza somewhere by chance, you can eat it, but your mind will say, "I want it again." Then I want it again.
That should
So
not happen.
we have
That
to give
should.
up the mind, not the desire. If we get by chance to eat something, it is okay.
You know what is the
But we
mind?
should not cling to
MIND.
it.
You know what's the mind? MIND.
No, I don't.
Misery, ignorance, negativity, and desire.
Yes.
The
So we have
moment.
to give up the entity clinging to the desire. Having something is not bad.
So you're right. Suppose you're going in a shop and they ask you, you want chaat or you want dosa. You can eat anything, but
Yes, but
you
you
should
should
not
not
become a
say
slave.
that I want this.
Yeah, you should not become a slave to that desire. The problem is, some people are some people are slave to tea. I want tea, tea, tea. I want tea, tea, tea. So this wanting tea is a problem. Drinking tea is not a problem.
And if you go somewhere, they offer you can have, but the one who demands I want it again, that is the problem.
So that you become a slave. That is the
Yes,
challenge.
yeah. The taste has made you a slave.
Yeah. So let us, I mean, therefore, see, we are all the seekers of enlightenment. We have to try to understand. Therefore, a lot of people, they renounce their favorite food. They renounce their favorite clothes. They renounce their favorite something because they want to be a master of it. And after they renounce, then they start having it. This is one of a beautiful example. But let us see. We have got Gaurav, Krishna. I think Krish is Krishnan. Gaurav and Krishnan.
So my question not on desire. Yesterday I wanted to ask one question. Can I ask that?
Yes, please ask.
So I wanted to ask about free will and prarabdha only. So is it possible that someone due to their free will they can damage me?
Someone with their free will can damage you.
No, somewhere utilizing their free will, even if I don't have any bad karma, bad prarabdha, can I still be harmed by those?
Cannot be. Because in this world, nothing can happen to us without our karma.
Okay.
Did you understand?
I can use my free will to create some karma on myself only.
You can use your free will to try to harm me.
Okay.
But if it's not in my karma to be harmed, you cannot harm me.
Okay, but I will get my karma will be bad because I'm
Obviously.
trying to harm you.
No, but try to understand. That's why we live with fear. Why do we live with fear? We live with fear because we don't understand that we must be fearless. Nothing can happen to us. Nothing can happen to us other than our karma coming to us. Nothing in the world can happen to us.
Got it. Yeah, that is good answer. Thank you.
Very important to understand. Krishna. Yes, Krishna. Unmute. Krishna, unmute, please.
Yeah, can I speak now? Yeah.
Yes,
Good
please.
evening.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
Actually, I wanted to say God has created this world in such a way that action cannot be avoided by anybody. Anybody has to walking, talking, sleeping, eating.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, action is the foundation for the human's life or anybody's life. Action takes place. Our question is: should we give up all desires? Should we give up all desires for enlightenment? My view is that we should have the desires for the process excellence, sacrificing the fruits of action to the God actually. Result, once the process excellence is done automatically by bringing our focus into the present moment, whatever we are doing, whatever skill, whatever profession, either eating or sleeping, everything we are offering as a puja to the God, because
that is not a desire, that is a karma yoga.
That's a karma yoga. But what my view is that we should have a desire for what I can say. We should have the desire for achieving
Excellence.
more on the process excellence.
Let me tell you one thing.
Yeah.
I only want to correct slight perspective.
Okay.
So you can have the resolve. You can have the resolve for process excellence.
Okay.
But the moment you use the word desire, then that word desire requires a fruit of result.
Okay. Okay.
Don't use the word desire, Krishna.
Okay. Okay.
I'm completely with you in terms of I resolve, I commit to process excellence.
Yeah.
Very good. Don't use the word desire means I want.
Okay. Okay.
The moment you say I want, I comes in the picture. Ego comes in the picture.
Okay. Okay. Understood.
Suppose tomorrow you're a chartered accountant, you said, correct? You're back in Chennai or where are you now?
Yeah, I'm in Chennai.
So you said, I'm a chartered accountant. That does not mean that you should not do your chartered accountant work with excellence. Please do it.
Okay.
But what should be the attitude? Prabhu, whatever excellence I can do, you are making me do. I surrender myself to you. You are the source of my excellence. You are the source of my buddhi. You are the source of everything I do. And therefore, I will do my best. I will do my best for you, but I don't do anything. You do it.
Okay.
I surrender all action to you.
Correct.
You agree?
Agreed.
Okay. Good, Krishan. Good to have you.
Thanks.
Good. Raji.
Shivam Guruji.
Shivam Raji.
My answer is Prabhu Pana yahi maksad hai. So we should have desire only for Prabhu.
Beautiful. But how many people can have that desire only for Prabhu? That's very difficult.
Those who want enlightenment, they have to have only that desire. A-B, O-B, it is very difficult to get enlightenment. That is what I have.
This problem people don't understand. What the problem is, people say, ye bhi, wo bhi, gaadi bhi, Prabhu bhi. So problem is this, we want everything. I have a friend who used to tell very nicely. My friend used to say that he wants butter on both sides of the toast. We want butter on both sides of the toast. So this is just an analogy. So when you want, see, today it's not about should we give up desire. That's not the question. The question is, should we give up all desire to be enlightened?
Yes.
To be enlightened. That is the key.
Yes.
You don't need to give up all desire, but you don't get enlightenment. That's why for enlightenment, Vairagya is important. That does not mean you don't enjoy this world. You can enjoy this world. You can do everything. So many people ask me the question, should I stop eating? Should I stop doing this? Should I stop doing this? Should I have stopped physical intimacy? For what? Don't have to stop anything. But stop all desire. Stop all craving. Let it come to you. Let it come to you as a beautiful prasadam. I always believe that this prasadam is very good. The way to accept everything. People don't understand the meaning of prasadam. What is prasadam? Prasadam is what comes from God. That is the most beautiful thing. If we can live our life as a prasadam life, means anything comes in our hand. Anything you can accept if it is a prasadam. But that is very beautifully said. Krishna Chitra.
It's a Shivoham. Should we have desires to get enlightenment? It's a definite no. Because when you say desires, it is, as you said, I want, it is your weakness. You're expecting according to some of your predetermined conditions you want. That is your desire. And it definitely creates turmoil, anger, all the 7 mysteries and monsters. And all the scriptures have said no to desires, but the understanding is slightly different. In Gita also, the first sloka for Siddhapragya Lakshan is Prajahati Yada Kaman, matlab not even a drop of desire. That is your first a thermometer to see whether you have enlightened, not even a drop of desire. And 2 days back, one lady had asked a question, Tena Tyaktena Bunjiya, what is the meaning of that? She had asked you, Isha Vasyam Idam Sarvam. In that, kitna beautiful line is from the Isha Upanishad, ki Tena Tyaktena Bunjiya, matlab only if you renounce, you can enjoy. But what to renounce? Your me and mine. I want to possess only for me. That brings all the desires and miseries which will lead to vasana. So it is all from ignorance. Avidya, kamya, karma. When you are ignorant, you have desires, and desires lead to wrong actions, and that cycle continues. So now we have made us, yearn a higher, we have a purpose in life. So the worldly desire is definitely a no. If it comes to us, good. But it is not saying that you shouldn't, enjoy the world, but don't yearn for it, don't long for it, don't want it. Yes.
Please enjoy the world. You must enjoy, you must enjoy the world maximum. But look at this. But that enjoyment should not turn into a desire.
Yeah, so I have one question to you also.
Yeah. Tell me.
So do you have any desires?
Yes.
How can it be?
I have a desire for Prabhu.
So that is not a desire, no? That is mukshatva.
You asked if I have my desire is yes, it's not counted as a desire. So I have a desire to help you be enlightened.
Yeah.
But it's not a desire for me. So you ask if you have any desire. I cannot have a desire because I don't exist. When you become nothing, then is the question, when you become nothing, where's the question of you having desire? When I only don't exist. As Atma and Ravi, as air, what desire I can have? I am not Ravi.
Yeah.
The Atma only seeks Paramatma.
Yeah.
Prabhu Pana, she said, no, yehi maksad hai. So of course I have a desire to spread the word, but it's not a selfish desire. Therefore I told Anand, so you caught what I told Anand. Any desire, therefore the beautiful word viveka, discrimination, vairagya, detachment and dispassion. The English words are sometimes not good, na? Viveka, vairagya, shat shampat, samadhama, upariti, titiksha, shraddha, samadhana, and mumukshutva, deep love and longing for the Lord and for liberation.
Yeah.
Deep passion.
Yeah. So automatically these petty things, because even Siddhapragya mein bolta hai ki you have discovered the happiness within yourself. So you don't require these petty things to make you happy.
See, but Krishna, the problem I'll tell you, unless you come to this call, you don't learn to be practical. You become technical. Let me explain to you. I have a new desire. My next desire is to lose 10 kilos of weight. Is it a desire?
It is a desire.
It's not a desire.
No, you are giving so much of importance to your body.
Let me explain to you. When you say, Prabhu, this instrument needs to be healthy to do your work. Therefore, I sacrifice eating to be able to be a healthier person. Therefore, I'm teaching you all, desire must be viewed from a spiritual eyesight. You must wear a spiritual glasses to watch this. You must not have desire of the I-ness, the body, mind, ego. Senses should not crave for desires. The eyes, the ears, the nose, for example, if I become blind, I can't do my work. That does not mean the desire to have putting eye drops in my eyes is a bad desire. No. We must understand that desire must not be for the world. When the desire is to do with mumukshutva, when the desire is to do for Prabhu, when the desire is to be Ladi, all those desires are allowed. Therefore, the word, we must be very cautious. Many people lose inspiration, lose motivation. I just told Krishnan just now. Krishnan said, I don't use the word resolve. Don't use the word desire. It's not a desire anymore. It is a surrender. It is, I surrender you.
Yeah.
It's not, therefore, the word desire should not be taken, in the dictionary meaning of desire has to be changed. We should not crave for a sensuality. We should not crave for food. We should not crave for fashion. We should not crave for this material world. These are the macro. Let us be practical about what we must do ultimately to attain Prabhu. We want Prabhu. Prabhu chahiye, Prabhu chahiye, Prabhu chahiye. That is important. Now suppose I say, Tujhko Prabhu प्यार करूं, प्रीतम को जब मैं प्यार करूं. So now I love my Pritam. Then it becomes desire for Pritam. Is it desire for Pritam?
It's yearning for Pritam.
It's Prema Yoga. It's not the desire for the Pritam. It's the Pritam desire, love for the beloved, which makes me closer to the divine.
So one more thing. So when you say Vairag, it is also a very misunderstood term. So
Badly misunderstood.
It should be always coupled with Vivek. Vivek plus Vairag should come together.
That's how it says in the scripture. Vivek Vairagya. No Vairagya Vivek. No Vairagya Vivek. First is Vivek. In the Viveka Chudamani, first step is Vivek. What I'm teaching you all in the call every day, sharpen the intellect. Sometimes very weak. That's why sometimes you get confused and sometimes you get upset sometimes. Because the mind tries to fool us. No, mind, we are not going to be fooled by the mind. We are very clear. Prabhu chahiye, Prabhu chahiye, Prabhu chahiye, Prabhu chahiye. Sip. For sip, I'll do anything. I won't slip. But I'm ready to take any trip. I'm ready to board any ship because I want sip. That is very, very interesting. Very interesting, Krishna. Thank you. Chitra.
Shivoham.
Shivoham.
I think we are talking about seekers here. And if you're talking about seekers, then the desire of enlightenment should be the priority, should be foremost. It should be so intense. It should consume all other desires in it.
Beautiful.
So I
Very
want
beautifully
only you, nothing else but only you.
Beautiful.
And then rest of it will be taken care by God. He's already taking care, but rest of it will be taken care, and He will guide, and He will, whatever He gives should be accepted as prasad, and He knows what is best for us at any given
very
moment of
beautifully
time.
said. What Chitra is saying, our desire for Prabhu should be so deep, so passionate, that fire should burn up everything else. That desire should be so passionate. And that is a beautiful answer. Thank you. Siva. Siva, and then we have got Santa, we've got Siva, and we've got Will. After Siva comes back to second round, Will.
Sure.
Sure.
I would say desire is a material desire is a big roadblock to our enlightenment.
Yes.
You cannot have desire, material desire, and you can never attain God through that. And people will say, so you should be away from all the worldly thing. Yes, you can be being in the world, you can be internally detached. And whatever you get as a prasadam, it's okay, because you have to keep your body. If the body is all right, then only you can devote, you can desire for the divine. If your eyes are okay, as you said, but the sensual pleasure, we must give up. Bhoga.
We don't, no. Should not give up sensual pleasures. No. You don't have to give up sensual pleasures. You have to give up the desire for sensual pleasures.
Yeah, give up. Yes, for the desire. Yes.
You should not give up pleasure.
No,
you must
yes,
enjoy
correct.
every
Desire for
pleasure
the
coming, every pleasure coming as a prasadam.
Yes, as a prasadam. We have to accept that as a prasadam.
In Deepavali, somebody comes and give you mithai. You can eat or you should not eat.
Yeah, as prasadam, if I take a piece, it's okay.
Yeah, no, but
and if even if I don't get it, I will not crave for it. That should be my
but if you eat If you eat 3 pieces of Haldiram's Kaju Katli, and then you say, Abhi mujhe Kaju Katli ka dabba chahiye. And then you
And
go online
that is
and then you buy one Kaju Katli ka dabba.
then enlightenment is not possible. You
Because
have to
you lose
really
your focus. Then you lose your focus.
yes.
See, an
One should
enlightened person gets a discount. You know that? An enlightened person, thoda bahut, whatever he does, nothing matters. Because an enlightened person has crossed that level. So when you cross that level, then your life becomes completely, you are completely in that SLS mode. Then
yes.
desire is no more a subject for you. Desire, you have
No
already
more
left it.
subject. Yes. For an enlightened person, he is internally detached also. No, even
Yeah.
being in the world, he is internally detached. He
But
has no passion.
But a lot of people think by being eternally detached, you should give up all pleasure. You don't have
No,
to give up pleasure,
no.
because then the world becomes a boring place. You should enjoy the beauty of this world without becoming a slave to it. There's a thin line. There's a thin line. We no harm in enjoying anything, but we should not be craving,
Yes.
clinging. This
Yes.
clinging is wrong.
Clinging is wrong. Correct. And when you think of, when you have a desire for the divine, other things becomes secondary. You're not at all attached to other things. It becomes always, when you think of the God, it keeps you in a bliss. It's always in bliss only whenever whether we
So
listen to the
that is the
bhajan or
beauty.
something.
That is the beauty of life. When you love Prabhu and you see Prabhu in all, and you enjoy this beautiful world as a manifestation
Beautiful
of the
one.
divine, you enjoy the Leela, the Maya, you become nothing. It's not that a lot of people think, oh, enlightened person, dekho, enlightened person, pani puri kha raha hai. What is wrong if enlightened person eats one pani puri? There's nothing wrong. But enlightened person should not come every day, 6 o'clock, without fail to the Pani Puri wala, and that is wrong. Because every day 6
Yes.
o'clock he'll say, देखो मेरा पानी पूरी रेडी रखो, 6 बजे पहले मुझे पानी पूरी खा के फिर मुझे Zoom कॉल में जाना है, पहले मुझे पानी पूरी डेली खाना है. This, then you become a slave of the Pani Puri.
Pani Puri. Then he is not an enlightened person at all.
Thank you.
Thank
We
you.
have got now Will, Santoshi, Sachin, and Mehak. Atma and Mehak.
Shivohangsip, I think you've answered the question extremely satisfactorily, but there's only one problem, and that is this question, because people who want to be enlightened, very often it is for themselves. They want something for themselves. The idea I want to be enlightened means I want to be enlightened, where this idea I think is the problem. But if you want to be with Prabhu, then this is the perfection. Like love for Prabhu, want to be with Prabhu, that's the correct solution. The only thing is wanting to be enlightened is ego.
If you have the wanting to be enlightened out of ego, then it's bad. But if you are wanting enlightenment in surrender, if you're wanting enlightenment by becoming nothing, if you are wanting enlightenment by giving yourself up to God, then there is nothing wrong in it.
Yeah, the thing is, people don't know. Nobody knows what enlightenment is. So you have the idea enlightened, and I think that's not a good idea, because it will always will be, in my view, always with the ego. But with Prabhu, this is a perfection.
So what is do you know how I awakened to the truth? I was not seeking enlightenment.
We're seeking.
I was seeking God. I was seeking Shiva. I was seeking the best way to live. I was seeking purpose. When I was seeking purpose and I was seeking God, I got enlightened. I got awakened.
I think we should replace the word enlightenment with the word oneness, because I think it's a bit more helpful. I think one.
Yeah, I agree with you always. So suppose we can seek the truth. Nothing wrong in seeking the truth.
I think again, it's not. It's ego again. I think it's just my idea as Prabhu.
Okay, let me tell you. Suppose you say I am ignorant, I am incompetent, I want to become competent. Where is ego?
Well, it's because it is ego. You want to be someone. You want to be
No,
someone.
I want to realize who am I. I don't. I want to realize what is the reason. I want to realize the self.
Yeah, okay, I don't know.
So I'm not. So Will, what you're saying is correct, but it depends from the perspective and the way you look at it. If you're looking at it from an egoistic perspective, it is wrong. But if you're looking at it from a non-egoistic perspective, then there's not a problem. So that's the way to look at it. But good food for thought. Thank you, Santoshi, Sachin, and Atma and Meg. 3 more. Santoshi.
Guruji, I'm not trying to leave. It is for me only, Guruji. I'm not trying to leave anything, but अपने आप ही छूट रहा है. I'm not trying hard कि ये छोड़ना है, वो छोड़ना है. तो वो छूट रहा है, Guruji. But in past, I had manifested many things, Guruji. Now I'm not trying, Guruji. I'm trying to fulfill it, and then I'm out of that matter, Guruji. And thirdly, Guruji, I'm very much strict about my diet, Guruji. I cannot eat anything rubbish, and I cannot compromise with that, Guruji. Fourthly, Guruji, sometimes bearing too much, बहुत सहन मतलब वो someone is trying to frustrate me, and then after that I am out of that, Guruji. My Guruji, सब निकल जाता है मेरे मुंह से, फिर then immediately I am into consciousness, Guruji. These are 4 things, Guruji. I have to lift myself, Guruji. Are they right or are they wrong?
No. So you must not lose control and say something from your mouth. So don't come back to consciousness. You must be in consciousness, not to say the wrong thing. ये बात. Baki, taking care of your health is fine, or of your diet, because if you don't take care, how can you attain Prabhu?
Yeah.
How can you be on this path? Suppose you are sick today. Suppose you're talking to me, तो बीमार बेड पे पड़ी हो, तो कैसे आगे बढ़ेगी?
हाँ.
So yesterday I sang a song. You didn't hear the Monday song, no? In the yesterday song I say, हूँ मैं तो मंदिर मेरे प्रभु का, हूँ मैं तो मंदिर मेरे प्रभु का. I am a temple of God. When you say I am a temple of God, taking care of your body is your duty.
Okay.
So that much is perfectly okay.
And Guruji, initially I had manifested many things, Guruji. तो वो जब तक
छोड़ो ना, वो छोड़ो, अभी हो गया ना वो.
नहीं, but जब तक वो fulfill नहीं होता है, Guruji, then that what we say, that inner I have to be there, I have to be there. और जाके आने के बाद there is no temptation as such.
You don't want to manifest anything now. You want to surrender.
Okay. नहीं, initially I had manifested.
छोड़ो वो, अभी भूल जाओ उसको.
Okay.
Ignore those things now. Sachin and Atma and Mike. Sachin.
Shivam, Guruji.
Shivam.
Only one desire, to attain Shivam, to attain God and liberation. That's it.
That is very good. That's not a desire. That's a mumukshutva. So we have changed that. We have changed that from desire. I don't have desire. I have mumukshutva. So we call this mumukshutva. Mumukshutva, anything that is done with a deep longing, a deep passion for God and for liberation is allowed. But it's
just
not
attain Shiva and
yeah.
Just attain Shiva and then moksha. That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
So that is called mumukshutva. That is not called desire. Okay. Last question, Atma and Mehak. Thank you. Last question, Atma and Mehak.
Guruji, you mentioned about Shiva in few answers of yours also, but yesterday or day before yesterday, I guess, you told me that the Prabhu or the God is inside you. So why worship the outside soul, like which is not inside
You
you?
must not worship outside. But suppose when you were a kid, which God you were praying to? When you were 8 years, 9 years, 10 years, when you were younger, what were you praying to?
In my surroundings, the God which was more popular.
Which was your favorite God before you came to this call?
Lord Shiva.
So that becomes your personal God. So whether it is Shiva or Krishna, mentioning that name does not mean you are praying to Shiva. You have to pray through. You have to pray through Shiva.
Through as in?
Shiva is only a medium. through which you are praying. You're not praying to. Don't pray to the statue of Shiva, to the picture of Shiva. Shiva is just that personal God. Now you have grown beyond Shiva. Now Shiva is in your heart. Shiva is everywhere. And Shiva is not Shiva. Shiva is SIP, S-I-P, Supreme Immortal Power.
Okay.
But before you realize it, we all have a personal God in our life, most of us. So that does not disappear. That should not disappear.
Okay. Also, one more thing. Is following a hobby and pursuing it as a career a desire?
Not for your age. So following a hobby and having it as a career, provided you have already chosen enlightenment and this journey as your priority. Am I right?
Yes.
So that should not, that hobby should not have more priority than this.
Okay.
The first priority should be liberation. The first priority should be enlightenment. The first priority should be to attain God in our heart.
Okay.
Then if you have a hobby and you have a career at your age, till you're 15 years, 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, you have to have a career. You have to earn. You have to be independent. So please do it.
Okay.
Don't think that you have to become a sannyasi. No,
No,
you have
no.
to. No, you
Yeah.
have to do your career. You have to earn. You have to be independent. Only then you can live a spiritual life.
Okay, good.
Okay. So my dear
Thank
friends, see, we have, as I told you, we have got 15-year-old Mehak and 85-year-old Premchand ji. So we have a 70-year span of age group of all ages. We have 20s, 25s, 30s, 35s, 40s, 50s, 60s. But the point is, ultimately, we must definitely not be a slave to desire. And desire for the material world will burn us. Desire is a fire. It will never quench your thirst. Desire will ultimately make you burst. So remember, desire will never quench your thirst. Don't desire, but don't need to renounce. When there is realization, automatically there will be renunciation. You don't have to renounce you don't have to suppress anything. You don't have to suppress, you don't have to express. You have to transcend it, which means nothing wrong in enjoying this beautiful world. But don't become a slave to material desires. Don't sink in bhoga. Live in yoga. A yogi is a mumukshutva. A yogi lives with mumukshutva. A bhogi is caught in the mind, in the ego. Therefore, we should be very cautious. Therefore, desire or not desire depends upon whether you're living as a yogi or living as a bhogi. The yogi desires Prabhu, desires God. There is nothing. The yogi understands I am nothing. The bhogi says, I want this, I want that. And this I-ness, it makes us sink in this world. So each of these topics we are talking every day is taking us forward in the journey of Sanatana Dharma, which is this week's focus. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Dharma, you learn the ethics, the law, the cosmic law, the duties, responsibilities. Artha, I told Mehak is 15 years old. She has to build a career. She cannot come on this call and say, Acha, sab kuch tyag kar diya, vairagya. No. First brahmacharya, then grihastha. If you don't build independence, I don't tell everybody in this call, become a bhikshu. Go become a bhikshu, take a begging bowl and go beg. Is this what I tell you? No, this is not what we believe. You don't need to become a bhikshu. You need to be independent. You need to be self-sufficient. But your focus has to be Prabhu, 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 Prabhu. With that note, we desire through mumukshutva the divine, and we attain the ultimate goal of moksha. With folded hands, I bow down to you.